Hello everyone. So today I wanted to talk about Lexapro actually, which for those of you who don't know, I used to actually make a ton of videos on back in 2015 actually. I went on it for the first time. I stayed on it for a good year and a half. Yeah, it was definitely more than a year. I want to say year and a half, and it worked great. And I was basically on it for anxiety. I wasn't really on it for depression, but my anxiety was so severe and I had horrible derealization, and it was crippling. So I went on Lexapro and it helped a lot with that. And my anxiety got so much better. And my intrusive thoughts, I also struggle with OCD, like the intrusive thoughts, which I don't really struggle with as much anymore. But back then it was horrible. So it really helped with that. I also felt just happier in general because I feel like with anxiety, it really does make you less happy, but in the sense where you're not really depressed, it just kind of distracts from you being happy, if that makes sense. I couldn't really feel happy because I was always so overwhelmed and feeling anxious when I was literally just sitting doing nothing, you know? So I went off of it and I actually kind of relapsed for a bit. So I went on it again temporarily and then I started to go off of it again and I was totally fine. And then around last year in 2019, I had a total episode. I had a full-on breakdown actually. But I ended up going back on Lexapro temporarily and it wasn't really working. It was I couldn't really think straight on it. So I went off of it and I've tried so many other medications though since then to help with my depression and nothing has really worked. So I'm back to Lexapro and today is actually day 2. I haven't taken it yet, but I took it last night, day 1 yesterday, and so far I have noticed a few differences just from one dose already. I'm only on 5 milligrams, but I have noticed that I am kind of a bit tired again, which is kind of annoying because that was the one side effect I noticed that I had throughout the whole entire thing pretty much, is I was significantly more tired. Another side effect I noticed while I was on the medication was that I was extremely overweight. I gained a lot of weight on the medication. I am only 5'10", I'm average height, but I weighed at one point almost 200 pounds, 195, and my average weight is anywhere from 145 to I think 160-ish. It's fluctuated around there, but yeah, I weighed 195 pounds, which is insane for someone, who's my height. And at that time too, I was only 18, 19 years old, so it was crazy. I haven't really noticed any other side effects since I've started because I only started it yesterday, like I said, but so yeah, I've been kind of tired since I took it yesterday at night, and yeah, today I've just been kind of lethargic and just wanting to sleep, and I couldn't really sleep well last night. That was kind of another side effect, is that I took it at night. I didn't take it last night. I took actually I took it really actually in the daytime, just because I've been trying to go on it for so long. I just wanted to take it as soon as I could, but I'm going to take it at night because I remember it did make me really tired whenever I took it. But I have noticed that I've also just felt a little bit out of it today, other than just being tired. Kind of my brain is a little foggy, so I think it might be the medication, because I kind of remember feeling like that when I was first on it. I didn't really notice this side effect, but I do feel a little bit more anxiety today. Not in oh my god, I'm so overwhelmed, but just kind of this weird feeling kind of where my chest and heart area is. So I think it's just because I'm starting a new medication, obviously, and it's something that I've been on previously, and it worked really well. So I'm wondering how my system is going to adjust to this, because like I said, when I was on it in 2019, it really was not working for some reason. I'm not sure why. I think maybe I started at too high of a dose and I was having this weird side effect where I literally couldn't think straight. I just couldn't think. It was bizarre. So I'm trying it again, hoping it works, because I've been dealing with this depression for so long and it's been crippling, honestly. It's gotten better, it's not horrible. In 2019, it was just horrible. I was hospitalized twice. I was hospitalized the second time due to how depressed I was, but the first time was just because I was in psychosis pretty much. So this time around, I'm on Lexapro not really for anxiety, I'm on it for depression. So it's going to be interesting actually seeing how it's going to be working for my depression, because I really am not someone who struggles with anxiety anymore, which is weird to say, but you know, like I said, today it has kind of made me a little bit anxious today, which is weird. So maybe, you know, my anxiety is going to get a bit worse, but like I don't really have anxiety really as much anymore, which I'm really thankful for, because I personally think anxiety is absolutely horrible. When I had it at the time, I like couldn't do anything and like nothing was enjoyable. But I mean, obviously you can't really compare the two, because whatever you're dealing with is horrible, you know. It's like your threshold is only so high. You can only experience and think whatever you're going to is the worst, because that's what you're experiencing and that's all you can perceive. So right now I am really struggling though with, you know, just trying to be happy again. It really sucks, but you know, this is a new year, and even though with all the whole quarantine thing going on in literally the majority of the world, you know, there's so many social distancing and restrictions and stuff, I'm still trying to, you know, find happiness this year. Even if, you know, this quarantine social distancing thing, let's say it lasts the majority of the year, I'm still going to try and find happiness, if that's, you know, remaining on this drug for the majority of the year, or just finding hobbies or activities or anything I can do to, you know, make sure I can be happy again. I think I'm gonna update you guys if you guys want on, you know, just my continuation with Lexapro. I think I might actually just do it anyways for my own sake. Like I said, I have been on this drug before, so I do know what to expect. Maybe things will be a little bit different. Maybe I won't have as many side effects. I'm really hoping that I don't gain as much weight. I'm hoping that because I can watch out for that side effect, I will like try to eat less, or like if I'm like really hungry, I will like, you know to like just kind of not eat as much, or like, because I noticed I was kind of a bit hungrier on Lexapro and just kind of like never really as full, and it was just bizarre. But the one side effect I'm really looking forward to is sleeping great and the vivid dreams, because I slept so great every night when I was on Lexapro. I would just pass out like as soon as my head hit the pillow, and I'd have these wild vivid dreams. And I've always been a vivid dreamer, but this was like to the max, and some of them were lucid dreams, which I would love having, and they were just so much fun to have. So I'm actually looking forward to that, if I can have that side effect again. So yeah, I'm hoping that Lexapro works, fingers crossed this time around, for depression. Like I said, I'm not really struggling with anxiety anymore, so it's going to be really interesting seeing how this works for depression. So yeah, I hope all of you are doing well, stay safe, stay healthy. I know it's kind of crazy right now, but you know, it is what it is, and you know, no matter what, I think that everything is going to be okay this year. This year is already started off to kind of crazy start, but you know, I will see you guys later. Bye.